Well, it wasn't until really the 1970s that added sugar became a major part of our diets as Americans started eating more processed foods. And since then, study after study has proven the link between added sugar and heart disease. And that is why this week's Family Health Challenge from the American Heart Association is all about replacing the sweet stuff with some good old-fashioned H2O maybe, huh? I'd like to welcome volunteer Christina Cyphers along with Chef Laura Robertson-Boyd, the executive chef for Local Matters. So thanks for being here, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Now, Christina, you are kind of a health advocate now, so I want to start with you by kind of sharing your story about how you found out that you had a heart problem.
Yes, so it was probably in my early 20s. I was, just a secretary at a job, and, it felt like I was just having racing heart pains, and we thought it was panic attack, and it was tachycardia. So, I didn't know much about that, and then later in life, as I started going to the doctors, and you get normal blood tests and things done, and did not pay attention to my numbers until just recently when I found out that my blood pressure and my cholesterol is sky high, and it's genetic for me. So I needed to take charge of my own health.
And what did you kind of find out that you had to do? Because I'm sure they told you you need to kind of change your lifestyle.
Correct, yeah. So it's not just a diet, it's not just losing weight, it's a complete lifestyle change for me. It's owning your numbers, advocating for your own health, and it's not just, okay, I can't eat this anymore. There are those healthy options that I can live with every single day that is actually not that bad.
And they told you, I'd imagine, that nutrition was a big part of how to get your lifestyle back in order.
Yes, nutrition is huge for me, and nutrition along with my medication. But if I don't, if I don't take charge of it now, it could lead into a stroke or a heart attack.
So how are you doing today?
Pretty good, Yeah, definitely
you're here
good.
And you're smiling. And
I'm
you look
here.
great,
I'm
so.
smiling. I take, every day, as I can, and just, really focus on eating healthy.
All right. Now, Chef Laura, this week, the focus for the American Heart Association is on My Glass is Why. So what is that dealing with?
So a lot of Americans don't realize that a lot of the added sugars that we consume come from our drinks, even the ones that we think are healthier for us. The American Heart Association recommends that women consume no more than 6 teaspoons of added sugar throughout the entire day. For men, it's 9 teaspoons. So we actually have some examples here of popular drinks, and if you look, the volume of sugar that's in each one, this sports drink has 13 teaspoons of added sugar, so that's over double what women are recommended. Coffee drinks are popular. We don't realize how much added sugar is in there. This one is 11 3/4 teaspoons. And even a juice, this one's not 100% juice, it has a lot of added sugars. It's 7 teaspoons of added sugar in one bottle. So we really need to stop and think about what's in our drinks and read labels and really understand what we're consuming, because these are all excess calories that our bodies don't need. And it's an easy way to cut out calories and sugar out of your diet if you simply make a switch to a more healthful drink, like water.
Like water would be a good idea. And Christina, I like what you said even before this, because I was talking to you about how hard it is for somebody to get a lot of water in the day, right? We all carry around water bottles trying to get to the certain number of ounces we need, but you kind of flavor it up, and you said it's easier that way.
It is so much easier. I had just example like this one's got the lemon and the lime in it. I have cucumber and lemon in mine yesterday, and then I have it in a large water bottle, and it's marked with, almost there, or, those little, those rewards of, you can do it. But I mean, I don't need any sugar. And I would drink half of these drinks right here and have them on my desk.
And that's the thing, Chef Laura, you know that it's easy for somebody to grab one of these on the go and not even realize how much sugar's in it. I mean, that's pretty much our problem, right? We don't read labels as much as we should.
Reading labels is really important, regardless of whether we're talking about our drinks, in this case today, but all of our food in the grocery store. It's important to read the nutrition facts panel and really understand what is in our food, and then think about making more healthful choices. Another thing we recommend, if you're not ready to make the switch just to straight water, is you can take a bottle of seltzer water and mix it with a little bit of 100% fruit juice, and then again maybe add your sliced fruit to it to get that same effect of a carbonated beverage without all the extra calories.
You mentioned briefly, but let's go through this, because I want you to tell us again how much sugar we are supposed to be having, because it is kind of shocking when you look at the numbers on these drinks.
Sure. So for women, it's recommended no more than 6 teaspoons of added sugar throughout the course of an entire day. So that's all the food you eat. whether you're putting sugar in your morning cup of coffee or on your cereal, or processed foods are a big source of hidden sugars. So for men, it's a little bit more because it's based on your total calorie intake. It's 9 teaspoons of added sugar throughout the course of an entire day. So again, one drink is double the amount that you actually should have.
Okay, so read those labels today. Christina, I'm glad you're doing so great. Thanks for sharing your story
Thank
with
you.
us.
Yes.
And thanks, of course, for being here, Chef Laura, to tell us what we need to fix today.
Sure.
All right. Well, you can visit the American Heart Association's website as well to get more tips and more information on what they're doing this month to make you healthier.